Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm here with a fun little opening of a Digimon booster box, specifically the special booster version 1.0 from the new Digimon card game that's not really new, came out about 5 years ago. I have spent the past nearly hour trying to figure out this terrible thing that is Center Stage Effect on my phone, on my computer. Got it figured out, and I am ready to just go work out at the gym, and it's like almost midnight. But I'm here to open up this box. You know, I've been looking for something new to do since I guess I don't want to say I have pretty much every Yu-Gi-Oh card that I want, but I think at this moment I'm down to like less than 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards I'm interested in. So I thought it'd be cool to find something else. And Pokemon, Retro Pokemon is way too expensive. And there's another game, Duel Masters, which are just too hard to find, and when you do find them, they're too expensive. And that left me with Digimon, who I did open up one pack of this booster box. Comes with like a cool little 2-card pack, whatever. I got this nice little Agumon. Look at this, and Greymon. And I'll be honest, the the quality of the cards, like the cardboard structure itself, is better than any Yu-Gi-Oh card I've ever felt. The artwork is maybe the best artwork I've seen on any card for any card game. Even to the point that the quality of the packs, like the actual plastic, is just better than any card game. At least Yu-Gi-Oh, that's for sure. Yu-Gi-Oh products, I think most people would agree, have become a joke in the past couple of years. But anyways, I'm on the hunt for anything. This set has basically no expensive cards. Wow, this actually might be the most expensive card in the set, Machinedramon. That was actually a really incredible pull. One of, I think, 3 or 4 very valuable cards in the set. And this is such a quality card. It's a little bent because the moisture in my house isn't great. But it actually feels like metal. This is closer to like credit card quality cardboard, like plastic, than it is to the terrible Yu-Gi-Oh cards that we have. And I got one more pack card open and another cool little rare Agumon card. So those are our 2 first pack opens. So let's go for this Diaborobon pack. And hopefully you enjoy the background music, which is Digimon World 1, a game I've never played. I've probably, how would I say? I would say that I have seen less than 10 episodes of Digimon in my life. And I don't really know why I bought these boxes. They came out and I got 2 of them. I'll keep one sealed, but I'm just kind of bored. I thought it'd be fun to open one. They came out in 2021. I thought maybe I would play the game. I lived overseas at the time, and here we are. And again, the card art for this game is just, you can tell from the line work and even like the shading of the Digimon, I think is like just better. Here we got a cool little, looks like we got Veedramon. That's interesting. Let's go through these one at a time. You'll notice in the cards there's a U here, a U here, so that's the uncommon, and a R there for like the rare. And here's SEC, which is actually secret rare, which, to my knowledge, I think means this Veedramon might be the rarest card in the set. So there's secret rares, super rares. Later on, they come out with SP in a few sets later on, which is like special rare, I believe, which is actually the rarest. And then they also have a few alternate art cards. And it was strange the way that they did it. At least what was explained to me. Out of this set, there is an Omnimon alternate art card, which is technically the rarest card and currently has a value sitting over about $1,000. Or maybe it's 300. I think when it came out it was over 1,000, but it's over like 300 or 400. But it came out in a set that was released like years afterwards but retains this set. It says BT1. That's the set code. It still has that set code, but it's not actually in this set. It's in a later set, which means that the rarest card in this set, I believe, is, you know, maybe this Vidramon, or potentially alternate art War Greymon, which is actually the card that I wanted to open this for. And here we have Devidramon. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. The Devidramon, I don't know, that entire line is pretty cool. Here's Taiga. I don't know what that is. And we got, wow, pretty cool looking Rust Tyrannomon. Never heard of that. But Digimon, look at that artwork. That is legitimately just... I don't think anything in Yu-Gi-Oh! Compares to that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like that classical artwork that we all grew up with, so we know and love. But I think in general, Yu-Gi-Oh's artwork's like, it's kind of lacking. It's kind of lacking compared to some of these newer card games. I've seen like the Gundam card game just came out, and it looks phenomenal. And Bandai in general, I've heard that their card games are like kind of not good, but like when they do their prizing, they know what players want. They usually knock prizing out of the park. They give like stamped cards. Ooh, Flarizamon. They give stamped cards as prize cards at like locals, regionals, special events, all types of levels. And those tend to be very valuable cards. Metal Eatmon, maybe, was this the original evil guy in the Digimon TV show? I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really watch Digimon. Slash Angemon. I've never heard of that, but that is a beautiful card. Now one thing, Kairi Yakiniya. Ooh, Yokomon. You know, this would be the perfect token for Dandy tokens. If I could collect a few of these, I would not be upset. One thing that I am quickly noticing though, that this game's kind of, I don't want to say failing because I don't know how many card games actually do it, is it doesn't have backgrounds. So here you see Yokomon's like has a background, Vidramon has like a background, but when you look at this Rust Tyrannomon, it's just like a color. And Machinedramon too. There's not a real background to these cards. And that's something I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Fails at a lot. Is it's nostalgic. It's not bad art. Like, I love it. The game itself, I think, is the best game available in terms of like gameplay and whatnot. But the cards don't have backgrounds. Wow, here's a great Tornado. And it might be good. I don't know. It might be a really good card. Dolphmon. That kind of takes me back. There was an older Digimon game that came out in the 90s, I think, when like Pokemon first started coming out. And I had a lot of those cards. So some of these cards are very, I guess, nostalgic. Ooh, Togemon, that's cool. And Ikakumon. And they're kind of, I guess, nostalgic for me to see some of these Digimon from the card game, which is actually where I know them from the most. Yokomon, I think, is part of the Togemon line. So I think Yokomon digivolves into Palmon, which goes into Togemon. And I don't know what Togemon goes into Rosemon or something like that. Like the... Maybe? Baby? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen this stuff. Hopefully that background music isn't too loud or anything of that nature. Andromon, that's pretty cool. I know that's going to be nostalgic for a lot of people. Hoi Agumon. Just a bunch of bricks. It's interesting. Garurumon. That's neat. Ooh! I didn't even know Gilmon was in the set. Maybe I did. So, the alternate arts in this set, I think, are just War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, Gallantmon, and maybe one other card. I'm not sure, but I think there's like 4 of them. They're really... The alternate arts are insane. There's Myotismon. Very cool. You see we got a very shiny card. Metal Greymon. That's a pretty cool find for sure. Ooh. Here's a full art Venom Myotismon. I have no idea what this thing is, but that is a demon. That is an actual just demon card. That'll be a good token. And you can't see my face, but oh my gosh. I got the full art Omnimon. I have no idea if this card has real value. No clue. Oh, I'm not even like an Omnimon enthusiast. In fact, my favorite Digimon is definitely Magnamon. I think Magnamon's the coolest Digimon. But this, now that, you have to appreciate that. One thing I guess I don't like is it's holographic, but it's kind of faded. You can't really see its holographicness. Also, the fact that I feel like the name should be up top. These are kind of in the way. This text should be moved down and just like give more to the artwork. But oh my gosh. What an actual incredible pull. This has been great. This has been great. Wow. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful card. And right there's the Omnimon package to go with the Omnimon card. You know, you can already see there's another pretty holographic card here. If you guys have ever watched Digimon, throw in the comment section below your favorite Digimon. Maybe you play this game, maybe you collect another game. I'm interested in the stuff that people collect that is not Yu-Gi-Oh related. I think I've gotten to a point where I've just seen so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards that maybe Yu-Gi-Oh cards aren't really interesting to me. Not that they're not interesting. I always love a good collection, but I feel like I've just seen it all. So it's nice to be able to open up this. Oh gosh. The War Greymon in the pack right after. So it's not the alternate art, but we got the Omnimon and the War Greymon back-to-back packs. And even though I have an ad blocker on, I'm getting ads. They're moving fast. Hopefully, these background ads, we'll mute those. Hopefully, they don't mess with me in terms of whatever. But oh my gosh, back-to-back packs. Listen, if you see me playing any card game that involves tokens, boom, I got them right here. That is beautiful, beautiful. But like I was saying, Piedmon, that's another alternate art one. I really like Piedmon. Anyways, wow, I've lost track of what I've been saying. If you collect a different card game other than Yu-Gi-Oh, what do you collect? Or what do you play? I know a lot of people play other games. I'll go on Expert. That's interesting. It's just cool. It's cool to see what stuff people are interested in that's not this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Greymon. That artwork. Like, look at that artwork. I honestly, I don't really understand how this is a common and not at least an, well, what is this? A rare or something with like a gold border? That artwork is too incredible for a, hey everyone, for like the face of the franchise. I would say Greymon is probably more the face of the franchise than like War Greymon. I feel like for a lot of us when we were kids, we saw a lot more of Greymon in the TV show than we did of War Greymon. At least I did, from what I remember. Petermon, never seen ya. Flower Cannon, that could be an interesting token. I think that's Lilymon too. And we got a rare Taiga. I don't even know who this is. Yeah, it must be a video game character. I'm familiar with the first 3 or at least 4 seasons, I guess. The first one is, you know, the original cast with like Ty and, was it Nick? Is that his English name? I forget. Second season had like Davis and Vmon and whatnot. Third season was the one with Gilmon, and then the 4th season was that the Holy Knights? I think I watched a lot of that one when I was a kid. Armadillomon. Okay, so it looks like season 2 Digimon are inside of this set. So I wouldn't mind. Actually, I really like Armadillomon. His it reminds me of Sandslash, and I do enjoy Sandslash too. And his Digivolutions are pretty cool too. I wouldn't mind picking up Vmon cards from this set. Saber Leomon. Now that's a throwback to the old card game. I think this was one of the strongest Digimon in the original card game. Darkness Claw. Interesting. Ooh, we did get the Palmon to match the Yokomon and the Togemon. It's weird though, because Palmon is uncommon, where Yokomon and Togemon both have the gold borders. Palmon does not. So sorry, Palmon. But I will put you there because it'd be cool. In Infamon. I remember him from the show, but I never knew his name. It's cool. And Puppetmon, evil Matt, what they call him, the evil warlord Digimon or something. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. Um, I don't think I'm gonna use those tokens. Now Yokomon definitely fits as a dandy token. If I end up getting a few more of those, could you imagine having tokens of Omnimon, War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, and then just like a Yokomon? Would be a little goofy. Uh, but I'll tell you what, it is difficult to actually tell, like, describe you how much more quality these card arts are. And I think this Machinedramon is actually a an alternate art too, but yeah, it's difficult to describe how much more quality these card arts are than what we got. And there's the I believe that's the first Gabumon who's basically, I don't know, like the dark magician of the show, or the blue eyes, I guess, where Agumon's like dark magician and Gabumon is blue eyes or something. I don't know. Uh, what is this? What is okay? That is unbelievable. I'm not even sure this is Digimon. This looks like some Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. What's that guy? Cosmic horror something. This is unbelievable artwork. It's just on a regular common. It's the first common we've seen, but that is beautiful. Um, Although I kind of don't really know what's even happening. Oh, I think I just saw that card a little bit. I don't really know what's happening in that card art. There's a little bit too much going on for me. Graumon. Okay, that's cool. So you got the Gilmon. There's Graumon. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that the whole set's inside of there. Leomon. That's pretty awesome. Oh, I did get the Lilymon. Okay, so we got the Yokomon and the Lilymon. And is that the alternate art? I don't think so. But Piedmon. Beautiful. Piedmon is actually one of my like historically favorite Digimon, I guess. It was like this thing where I don't know why, but my friends and I kind of were talking about, hey, if we had we kind of chose Digimon for each other just from like the first season because we don't know a whole lot, and everyone kind of agreed like if I was like a Digimon trainer or whatever, Piedmon would probably be my Digimon for good or bad. This is cool too. I actually like how Digimon has different Digimon for like the same, like different colored palettes, I guess, for to make, how do I say, different color palettes to make new Digimon from old Digimon. I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna speed up a little bit, but oh golly, oh my goodness, just look at that that artwork, the action pose, the emotion that goes into this. Absolute beautiful. And another Joe Kaido. I actually pulled a Joe Kaido out of some of my other cards, I suppose. Let's put that together. So far, these are my dandy tokens. If I end up getting the Digivolution of this as a rare, I'll probably just end up using the whole line, but I don't really like Togemon. I think Togemon looks kind of a little bit too goofy for me, just a cactus Digimon, when I could be using like War Graumon or something, or what, Graumon? War Greymon. Metal Greymon. So that's a cool pickup, but even again, the Greymon card just looks better than that. Kudomon. I actually have no idea what that's from either. Boltmon. I feel like I do recognize that from the first show, but ooh, Bergermon. We haven't seen what's this thing's first stage? I don't know, but we haven't seen it yet. Caramon, that's cool. So that is the one that digivolves into the little creepy spider thing we saw before, and Leo Leopardmon? This means nothing to me. I've never seen that before. That is, I guess, like, I don't know. If you like Leopardmon, leave a comment below. I've never seen it before. Um, Must be some kind of Digivolution of, was it Leomon? Maybe? Who knows? Uh, Super rare though. I would have rather had basically anything else, but that's fine. That's a cute little Digimon that probably digivolves into something powerful. Who knows? Someone knows. Mm, Piximon. This thing was pretty strong in the previous game. At least it had some high stats. Oh, Tentomon. That's cool. I like Tentomon's. What is it? I think it's his third stage. The Kabuterimon. Mini Tachikawa-san. Tachikawa-san. And here we got a rare Infinity Cannon. So nothing interesting there. On to the next pack. I think that actually puts us halfway through opening the set. So I would still love to get one of those Alti arts. But you know what? I am absolutely not upset with the packs so far. They've been very, very nice. I would like to pull a what does Ikakum Zudomon? Zudomon's pretty cool. Screwmon and is this Yamon? Is that the rare for? Oh, there's one more. I've never seen this before. It's kind of cool looking, I guess. I don't. I bet this digivolves into Impmon maybe, and another Agumon. Okay, so I think just for being face of the show, we could put Agumon up here. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe I can just do an entire Agumon line for my dandy tokens. Let's see, Gorillamon, another one. I think at this point, all this stuff seems to be copies. And ooh, who is this guy? I wonder, is there somewhere on the card where it says it doesn't? I don't see anywhere where it talks about who they digivolve from, which, if you don't know the show, could be a problem. So I wouldn't be able to play this game. But we got a Tai Kamiya. Kamiya Tai. Well, whatever. This guy's kind of cool, though. This is Sarubusmon. Saburu. Saburusu. Yeah, never seen that one before either. But it definitely does bring up, like I said, if you don't watch the show or have other source information, how do you know who does what? Wizard. Oh. Uh-oh. There's something really shiny back there. That is extra shiny. Oh my goodness. Is this the rare? No. Ooh! Rare Patamon. That's actually cool. Anytime you get like one of these rare starters, that's actually nice. And we got a... Is this an Ultra? It is. That's so pretty cool. Alternate art. Leopard's the only card so far that I've been not really interested in, I suppose, as a holographic. We got the alternate art. And definitely, yeah, this Machindramon it's the alternate arts. The alternate arts are like full art cards. Now this is beautiful. It looks good for sure. This is also textured, which is interesting. I don't know if that means anything. This is not textured. Probably doesn't have a lot of value either, to be honest. But it looks very good. The problem is, I don't know who Leopardmon is at all. I have no idea who it is. But this is getting to be quite a bit of a mess. I think to this point, these two are absolutely still the highlight. So I'll leave these here and I'm going to move these other ones off to the side. And the music should be back in just a second, even though this ad shouldn't be playing at all. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Looks like Maybe there's another pretty shiny card coming up. These packs are they're actually like the Japanese packs. I'll show you before I open up the next one. Maybe it's why the Japanese cards are so. Oh, that's a new card. Loader Leomon. It might be why the Japanese cards are so quality is because the way they have their packs. In the TCG, we've become accustomed to opening packs like this. In OCG, like Japan and maybe other places, they do this little thing here. The problem with that, though, is it very quickly goes to destroy the corner of your cards. So if you're not careful, it will just eat your cards alive. Now, if they had this like side pack opening style in the TCG, it would annihilate your cards. Absolutely annihilate your cards. Is that the same Agumon as before? I'm really not sure. I don't understand the color system either, but that's a new card. Breakdramon. Looks like Fusler Dragon, dual mode beast. Cool. Ooh, so this is actually the beginning stage of that little virus thing. I don't think we've seen the ultimate stage though. I think we've seen. No, this is Trump Sword. This is let me see if I can find it. Maybe that is ultimate, right? Is that how does this work? This is actually one of the cooler parts of Digimon is just the ability to have like full 4-card Digilines is pretty unique. Hmm. Maybe this guy. I think this guy is an ultimate. Does it say? Or maybe he's champion? I think this is the rookie. So this is like the baby, the Digi-Egg. And it doesn't even say if they're rookies or whatever. But that's the Digi-Egg. That's the rookie. This might be the champion. Maybe? And then we have... I just want to complete this really fast because this is actually a very cool line that got their own movie, so I want to put them all together really quick. Where'd it go? Did I... In the ultimate, I guess? So this must have one more stage. But I don't know who he would... Champion, yeah, so here's the rookie champion. Okay, it does say that. Ultimate. And again, it's just weird that it doesn't tell you who it Digivolve, like the name of the Digimon it comes from. But there's a Mega. There's one more stage to this, and I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen this Mega. I don't think it shows the Mega in the movie at all, does it? Who knows? But let's just go on to the next pack. I wish this one would have been a rare too, so that would have been a cool line of tokens. I probably would have used those if I had the full line, if that was a rare. Another Volcanotramon, so that's awesome. Actually, a lot of those are... Ooh. Another... Was it Evil Warlord? Metal Seadramon. Are there 4 or 5? So I have this, I have Puppetmon. Another type. And are there only 4? The Machinedramon and Piedmon. Are there only 4? Did I already get them all? Huh. It seems like there was 7 of them. Or maybe I'm making that up. I think actually, through the lore, Piedmon was the leader of the game. But I think through like actual card game or like video game lore, stats, whatever, Machinedramon is significantly stronger than all the other ones. Groundramon. That's never seen that before, but it's cool. Oh, another. Oh, is this a full art? Hercules Kabuterimon. Is this a full art? I don't. I think it's a full art just because it's a mega. But I don't think this is an alternate art. Yeah, it's just full art because it's a mega. It's not an alternate art. But look at this artwork is just... The detail is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable detail. I don't know what the Yu-Gi-Oh guys are doing, but they are just failing. Oh, maybe this is Diabormon. He must be a mega. Well, that makes sense. That must be the mega of Infernmon. Let's see if I can't find a Diabormon somewhere in here. I don't think I've gotten that one yet. Another Gilmon. That's pretty cool. Biomon. That's what I was thinking of. Ah, Sora. Taiken no Ichi. And ooh, rare Gabumon. That's actually pretty cool. So it looks like all the starters have a rare version and then common versions, and I just assume the rare versions are better because they're rares. Makes sense to me. Huh. Oh, look, back to back. And, oh, I did get the Mega Cupteriumon. That's nice. Taitamon. So here's a Mega. I've never seen this guy before either, but that's cool. TK, and I think that's my second rare Patamon. I would have liked to have another rare. What's that little egg flower bulb thing? I don't know, but coming up on the last few packs. This is 30 minutes, so it makes sense. These packs are legitimately kind of tough to open. Reapamon, that might be a new one. Okay, there we go. Chimeramon, that's actually a pretty cool rare to pull. And Upamon. I've literally never seen this before. But Chimeramon's pretty cool. One of those absolute monstrosities from the show. I could have sworn. Okay, it's weird that I'm seeing even like a common Vmon or an Vmon Digivolutions, but it has to be in here, right? Because some of the other stuff was in here. I see another holographic card towards the back. Another metal. Is this? Yeah, another metal Seadramon. Okay. And then, ooh, Zudomon. This and Garudamon are absolutely the coolest ultimate stages, I guess, of all the original 7 trainers, I suppose you call them. I don't Digidestin, the original Digidestin. Zudomon's probably my favorite ultimate stage. It's a shame that they don't get to use their mega stages nearly as much as War Greymon and what was it, Metal Garurumon, but still very cool. Another Metal Greymon, okay. Coming up on the last. Oh, that's a new one. Metal Tyrannomon. That is a new one. Okay, and then we have Izzy, art type. Could I have had a worse last pack than Izzy? Anyways, this has been 30 minutes, so a little bit too long for my liking. If you guys have any interest in seeing my other box opened, leave a comment down below, and maybe, just maybe, I'll open up one more box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.